So what we provide is free data science training. And this is a big umbrella. When we see data science, we start with Python, machine learning, data science, and all the necessary skills you need. In the curriculum, you'll see different tiers of things we train people on. We do a lot of seminars, workshops. I'm sure Babangida would lead in some one way or the other in what we do. So our objectives is we get students to learn key tips on how to learn new skills, and that's why we encourage you. We'll see that we'll encourage you to learn a course, learning how to learn, so that you can understand how to learn new skills, how to put them into practice, how to always improve whatever you know to do. Also learn the basics of data science and machine learning, starting right from Python, from programming fundamentals, and then learning key tips on conducting research in computing and identify how to apply them in competitive postgraduate positions. This may be a bit not relevant to all of you. If you are at undergraduate level or you are in a field that doesn't want to go into that, it still serves you. Research is everywhere, is applicable everywhere. So whatever stage of your education you are, this is very important to you. And then one of the most important key thing is joining community of scholars and support groups. You can't excel in isolation. The best way for you to learn to grow is to be part of a community of like-minded people so that you can learn from one another, you can network, and you can grow together. And we'll introduce you some of those communities where you can join, how you can contribute, how you can make yourself known in those communities, how you could use that connections to see yourself in good places. Like part of the things like I could share here is many a times now it's getting competitive to get positions, to get jobs. But if you are in the right community, if you do the right things, job offers come to you. People invite you. We've seen you've done X, Y, Z. Can you join our team? Um, so there are so many people behind Ariwe Data Science, and I'm sure you've met all of us, or many of us online or thereabout. Dr. Shamsuddin has been leading this program, and he did the initial intro. Um, Dr. Idris, I hope he's here with us. If he's not here, you would encounter him within before the programs run out. He will definitely come and talk about something, train you about something, and all of that. And then myself, which I'm sure many of you we've interacted in one way or the other. Don't forget to meet yourself. So we have quite a number of mentors. This page is broken, but we have many people within our mentors, and many of our mentors, some of our mentors are volunteers that have not passed through the system, but many of our mentors have passed through the first round of the cohort. For example, I can see Lukman's picture here. He was part of the first cohort. He wasn't even a computer scientist, and this should motivate you. I believe I saw when Lukman joined. Lukman is part of us. He's a pharmacist or something like that, but he joined our first cohort. He developed skills and he excelled really well. And he would be able to train you. He would some of the things that you will pass through are his tutorials that there are recordings of some things that you would have to watch and learn on your own, which Lukman has led. And he's not a computer scientist, so you don't have to have computing background or in computer science to be able to learn and excel. For those of you that will subsequently be going for deep learning, um, we have a mentor that does that for you. So this is our website. We haven't updated it in a while, so we'll update some details, but many of resources, lists of names, projects, and all of that is in our website. For details or other issues, you can go through our webpage. It has some details about the curriculum, uh, past cohorts, the mentors, and all of that stuff. Our Discord page, where you get other resources. This picture is from our first cohort. I think it was in 2023 or thereabout that we have this kickoff ceremony. Yes. So part of our success story, I'm not very good with faces. So if at any point I mention someone's name wrong, Shamsuddin is here to correct me, or Idris. So this is um, uh, our participants, cohort members from the cohort one, if I'm not mistaken. Abubakar Awal Khalid, I think that's him, and Fatima. Um, they participated in Cohort AI Hackathon, a competition, and they came in third, and they got a reward of $500 or thereabout. Shamsuddin, put this facts right.
Yeah. I think somewhere around that.
Yeah. So this is an interesting, like it's a competition participated not just in Nigeria, like all over the world of coding, hands-on implementations, things like that. And they came in that position with a cash prize. So from some of the fellows from our cohort one, I've talked about Lukman, Fatima, Bala Abdul Jalil. He's one of our program managers now. He would be interacting with him. If you want anything and you want it done quickly, you don't have to message me or Shamsuddin or anybody. Just hammer Abdul Jalil. He would respond to you. And then we have Abu Bakr Awal Khalid. And then part of the uh, good news is many of our fellows like Abubakar Awal Khalid, like Babangida, are now also faculty members, lecturers across various universities. If I'm not mistaken, Babangida is in BUK, Abubakar Awal is in Udus Usman Danfodio University in Sokoto. Bala was recently outside the country in Russia and participated in like a very short cohort. He would can discuss that subsequently if he gets a better network reception. So from our cohort one, we try to encourage. This is not just a boys club or for men. We try to encourage female participation as much as we can. And from our cohort one, we have 13% female, and in cohort two, we have 18%. We've seen an improvement. I don't have the statistics for the third cohort here, but I'm sure there is an improvement. We always want to see an improvement where we have equal representation. This knowledge engagement is not just it's for everybody. So this is the state from our cohort two. Um, and you can see we are come across many different states in Nigeria. But the interesting part of it is we have members not just from Nigeria, from also outside the country. You can see we have people from Ethiopia, from India, Punjab, from Ghana, and all of that. So, and I think this is a good point to make a distinction. Shamsina has said something slightly about this, but I can add more. So, what it means to be our fellow is we give a special attention to you. We respond to your inquiries more promptly. You get attached to mentors that guide your knowledge path. We follow your progress, and you get a certification at the end of the program. But everybody, even if you are not selected as a fellow, is allowed, can join, can learn. Everything we have is open. Resources will be shared, publicly available on GitHub and other places. Anybody can learn. If you are our fellow, on the other hand, we track your progress. We make sure you do all the assignments, all the tasks needed to complete the program on the time that we want you to complete. And now at the end, you get a certificate for that. That's what it means. But it doesn't mean that you would only fellows can learn. And along the way, we want everybody that was admitted to complete. But if for any reason you get left behind, it doesn't mean your learning has stopped. You can continue. We don't want any like you to drop out at any point. But if for any inevitable reason you have challenges, then you can continue learning on your own. All the recordings will be publicly available. I will be using slides. We don't always use slides. Sometimes we use notebooks, but the slides, the notebooks will all be publicly available for you to go over after. So a bit of our curriculum, and as I have said, we can always tweak things, change this, and all of that. We have Shamsuddin, we have people in the waiting room. We can
Yes,
tweak this.
I've been meeting them. I'm meeting.
Okay. So we can change this. We don't have to follow this strictly. We are always innovating. But generally, this is what we look at. First, we expect you to go through and Bala or Lukman I will give at the end time to discuss this more. Learn how to learn. I know generally we tell our fellows to go to Coursera, register for the course, and we teach them how to get it for free. I think that's not possible now, but you can still audit courses and complete them. This enables you to understand how to put in your effort, how to allocate your time, the things to do in order for you to be able to learn properly. And then after that, we go through. Now we are going through to start with this introduction to Python, where we cover details about Python, all of that. Normally, we tell people to go through like the 30 days of Python, learning one skill for Python every day, or like what we are doing now. I would take you through Python and all of that. After the Python, we go through the machine learning with sklearn library, things in Kaggle and all of that. Then we go to the final stage, somewhat final, where you learn more details about data analysis using different libraries in Python. Finally, which is very important, where we have many workshops and seminars, we go to soft skill, how you write. That is, of course, also writing in science, also in Coursera. I will let Lukman talk about these things. But then things, if you can complete that, but also things that has to do with applying for scholarship, how you do your CV. We even let our fellows have their CVs, and we go in and edit, help them edit, put it in a better structure and all of that. Recommendation letters, if any of you need recommendation letters and all of that. Many things like all of these things that you need to excel if you are at that point. But this doesn't mean that people at undergraduate level would not be able to benefit. At whatever level or stage of your education you are, we will be able to like support the soft skills that you need to excel. And then, of course, there will be projects that will be completed, and you'll be attached to a mentor to guide you to doing a project. The best way to learn is put whatever you learn into practice. How you do that is by doing a project. So this is the course I was talking about, learning how to learn, and all of that. Lukman, are you with us, and are you able to unmute yourself?
Yes, sir, I'm with us. I'm here.
Yeah, so do we still will fellas be able to register for this course for free on Coursera? Can you say some things about this?
Okay, so the learning how to learn course is instructed by Barbara Oakley. So it's basically about effective learning so that a person uses his time wisely while learning, about key techniques to apply so that you retain as much as possible while learning because of so it takes in our psychology and the fact that there are systems to improve our memory and learning. So previously we normally apply for the financial aid and it's 100%. Currently, it's not like that, but a person can audit and complete the course without certificate. So that's the situation currently.
Okay, thank you very much, Lukman. So what this means is initially, I'm Lukman.
Yeah,
I'm
so just to add on top of that, yeah, so Lukman is right that you cannot do this in free now in Coursera. But what I would like to us to do is, I think Barbara, she does have a book on this concept, which I think will be beneficial. If you remember our fellows, we also refers them to a book Rukuman, can you remind me the book we refer you guys so that you know how to effectively manage your time as student and also in this crisis of social media? Can you remind me the book?
So I can't remember the specific.
That,
Okay, fine. So no. So it's okay. Um, we referred you to book. That we asked some of us. Okay, Aminu, maybe Nababa can remind us. Aminu, can you remind us
Yes, Prof. Sir.
which book?
We are recommended on two books, which is Atomic Habit and Deep Work Session. Yes.
Exactly. Right, exactly. So we recommended our fellows as well to read the book Atomic Habit and Deep Work. And this book we will share with them. But just to let you know that Atomic Habit and Deep Work, they are basically not book for data science, but these are books that will actually help you to know exactly how best you're going to use your time, not unnecessarily dedicate your time on social media. That's deep work because if you want to learn this concept now, to make sure you are really good in, you need to de- de- dedicate a lot amount of time studying, learning. That's deep work. But also the other book called Atomic Habit is a kind of psychology work that teaches us that you cannot be excellent in 1, 2, 3 days or 1, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. But atomically, with small habit, a bit by bit, today, tomorrow, you are learning. Then one day you reach that moment that we call aha moment. That's what we call atomic habit. So we do refer to our fellows to read this book because it will actually shape their thinking that learning is not something that I need to become master today, but learning is a process. And the process, as we know, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes patience. So that's the two books. So this also learning how to learn, it does have a book. Yeah. So we'll share this book also because this is really powerful way to even know how to learn. For example, you cannot just start going and learning how to learn. You don't know how to learn, what time, So this work, this course teaches you how best to learn, how best to learn any concept. Yeah. So we'll share with you this as well, this book, since this course is not available. But also, I think there is somewhere else that they have this Coursera videos and everything that is available for people to watch, not even via Coursera, but we'll share the detail. So today is just introduction. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ibrahim. You can proceed.
yeah, so what we've said a lot about this already. So the final thing I will say is I believe you could still audit the course, meaning you can still learn, just you won't get the certificate. So I think what's more important is for you to learn.
Okay. You
Yeah,
can audit the course, right?
yeah, you can audit the course. So just
Okay.
yeah, auditing the course means you can still you will have some time to complete everything within the course. You just won't get the certificate, which is not what you want. You just want to learn. So
Yeah.
try to
So,
audit the course and
Lukman,
learn.
Lukman, maybe we're gonna have like a video walkthrough. I think previously we do have video. I don't know if we have the recording. So if we don't, Lukman, you can help us to just show to the participant how they can audit this course to, and then we can upload it into our channel. So please don't forget about this, Lukman. Thank you.
All right, sir.
Yeah. So this is still our the website for 30 days of Python. We'll not be doing this now. I would show you what we are going to do now, but this is for our data science and machine learning course. So this is still the same Coursera course, writing in sciences, which helps many of you, some of you have already completed your undergraduate degree, and you would be thinking about your master's and all of that. You'll be writing papers, you'll be writing your thesis or dissertation, all of that. Writing in science enables you, helps you to know how to properly write in science. Okay. So this course helps you with that. Still, same, you are not able to get it for free as it happens previously, but you can audit it and then learn it. So this I will just the slides to come, I will be talking about some of our success stories or the certificates of other people that have got. The purpose of this is to like inspire or motivate you so that you complete it. So the courses I've previously talked about, you see, one is around 15 hours, the learning how to learn, and the writing in sciences is about 30 hours. Okay, yep, 30 hours complete. You may get see it as too much or all of that, but seeing people complete it within the time specified time period should be a motivation. So now you won't what do you mean? What I want to say? You will not be able to get a certificate, so to prove to us you've completed it, but this will just enable you know that people have done this, has passed through this. This is Abu Bakr Awal Khalid, a previous fellow, as I've said, a lecturer now. If he's here, maybe you'll have give him some time to just to speak to you as a motivation. He has he completed his master's in BUK. He has written quite a number of academic papers now and all of that, and he would tell you that how much this course has helped him in him being able to complete his master's, in him publishing papers in good venues, attending conferences, all of that. And then this is a certificate from still one of our from the cohort one that completed the 30 days of Python. So these are just certificates from our previous cohorts and the things that you can earn when you do it. So how we do these things, Shamsida has said we have virtual classes on Saturdays and Sundays, usually at 2 p.m. All things being equal, it will be consistent, except if like if there is anything, then we would let you know. Um, all fellows will be paired with mentors that guides them. We have a number of mentors. I can go back to the page on the mentors. It has something when I'm sharing, but it's not like that. And then instructions are via Discord, not Telegram. Most of our instructions, all our instructions will be via Discord. And as I have mentioned, Bala will be your first contact. So this is example of the projects, our past projects. You don't learn to work by following rules. You learn by doing and by falling all over again. A quote by Richard Branson. So projects is the way for you to prove that you've learned whatever you learn. If you haven't put it into practice, you won't know how much you learned or not. You do projects and you can go through from our algorithm page. You can go and check the past projects of other previous fellows, and this will be should be a motivation to you to see the kind of the level of projects. I think part of the things we have also within our pipeline in the soft skills is like and Shamsuddin can tell you this more about this. I will call on him. Like
Yeah.
when you learn something, you write it. The more you write, you teach other people, the better you see how much you understand it. So we train people on how to write blog posts via Medium and all of that. And so when they do the project, they go and write things via Medium, and we have a lot of them. You can go and check. Go ahead, Shamsuddin.
Yeah, so as Dr. Ibrahim made mention, one of the philosophy we literally used, go with in this fellowship is that we just don't want you to come. As we told you, this is a not university. This is not where we take attendance and whatsoever. This is something you bring yourself voluntarily. But what we found out is that the only way for you to learn, there is no substitute. Let me tell you, there is no shortcut, no substitute. The only way for you to learn something is by doing it, right? So if you want to become expert in data science, if you want to become expert in machine learning, if whatsoever, you need to practice. That's why all our fellows, when they started, they need to create a GitHub repository where they will be pushing their project there. And also in terms of writing, we also encourage because and the best way to show people what you do is to communicate, to share what you do, to share, right? So when you share, people will find you. For example, on Medium blog post, when you learn how to maybe write program or you learn something, you can just go and create a meeting. So we encourage our prospective fellows that once you join, they need to create Medium account. They need to create a GitHub repository where they will be posting what they learn. So why is this important? Nowadays, in data science, in machine learning community, your CV, whether you graduated with first class from university, doesn't matter nowadays. What matters is that when the recruiter want to recruit you, he will go and check your GitHub repository, your online presence, right? What do you do? And that will give them a sense of, yes, this person knows what he's doing. So if you have a blog post Medium, you have GitHub, when you do something, you learn something excellent, you just post it. And when you post those things, other people will learn along the way. You will meet new people, you make a new connection, and that will land you to something very good. I always give this an example from myself. For example, when every cohort I give them this story. When I was a PhD student, I think my first paper or second, oh yeah, there about I went to LinkedIn, no, Twitter, and posted this paper. And when I posted this paper, one of the professors from Canada reached out to me. Hey, Shamsuddin, I've seen your work. This is really good work. Are you open to chat with me? Maybe if you have time, maybe next week also. I say, yeah, let's chat. And we chat in Zoom. And do you know what happened? The next thing he offered me like postdoc position. After my PhD, I should go to his lab in Canada, for a position. And what the reason why I'm telling you is that putting something out you do, people will find you. But if you just learn yourself, if you are the best person on earth, nobody will find you. The only way to people to find you is to publish your work. So that's why we want to expose our fellows. How you can expose yourself started writing. If you are not a good writer, when you write, the more you write, the more you become better at it. We become good at what we repeatedly do. So when you repeatedly do write blog posts, you write, you don't know how to write, you cannot write good English. Yeah, keep doing it. Yeah, keep doing it. Yeah. So one day you become better at it. And also the project, when you learn something, you write a blog post, you write a project. When you do it quite often, you become better. So this is the reason why we ask all our fellows to create a GitHub account, to also a blog Medium account. We'll teach you. I think we have also videos on how to create Mediums, how to create GitHub repository. All these things we'll teach you as we go along. Yeah, Dr. Ibrahim, you can take over.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Shamsuddin. And yeah, I made this point initial from the beginning. Like what differentiates you from other people is not your degrees or certificates that you have, not the papers that you have, is how you are able to develop skills and put them into practice. Shamsuddin has got many like positions offers without applying, like come join us, things like that. Positions without applying. Idris had got a number of positions offered, like you don't apply. Many people are applying, submitting jobs all over the places. They are not getting an interview, but then other people just are getting invitations to do those jobs just because of the skills they have and how they are able to put that skills in the right places for people to see and appreciate. So keep that in mind. So you will have a video. There's only be a video for you to see how to do this. But normally, all of you would create GitHub pages, and you should be able to update, push things there, be active, so that people can see what you do and all of that. And we'll show you how to do that. This is an example of Lukman's GitHub and Medium page. This is from our work, all of that. All of you would be expected to do this, and we'll show you how to. We already have a recording. I will show you where to find it. So you would be expected to create GitHub pages, push things, know how to use Git. There's a video of how you do all of these things, and then how you write blog posts about that. So generally, for every skill you learn, it's always very good to write it, like to document it, to write it down. That's how you appreciate, you understand to what extent you learn it. And if there are some things that you haven't grasped really well, when you write, you understand those parts and you can improve on them. And it makes you more visible. And it's all that matters, like how much visible you are. It doesn't matter how much first class you have if nobody knows. It's just it. There are thousands of people in the world that have that first class degree. That doesn't mean anything. What differentiates you is other things you have. And many, especially in the US and many advanced countries, the many attempts don't even care about your level of degree. What they care about is your skills. Yes, you have this degree, whatever, but they also care. I encourage all of you to graduate with first class if possible, not discouraging. What I'm saying is another important component of that is the amount of skills you have. That's what distinguish you. These are all examples. We've talked about projects at length, so I'm not going to say much. Yeah, you can go through our website to see details about the project and all of that, other projects. So just most of our mentors are not just PhD students, like yeah, PhD students, postdocs, researchers, lecturers, professors from all over the world. We try to have two mentors will guide a group of 1 to 10 students. A mentor typically have the following commitments. They give direct mentorship to fellows, mentor a group of 1 to 10 students, commit hourly to interact with mentees and guide mentees, all of that. We can change this things, but what the important thing is you are not alone in this journey. Weekly, you'll be learning things, we'll be going through, but as things goes on, things may get more difficult. You will have direct mentorship one-to-one of interaction with a person that guides you, a person that has significant experience to be able to guide you. So we'll be starting with Python, and the page for it is up, even though although most of the links will not take you anywhere because we haven't populated details. That will be as we go on. Prior to each week, we'll have details about that, and then at the end of each week, the recording, notebook, slide would be on the page. But you can go through the page if you want anything to look at. But what's already up, okay. So you can read about the structure. We'll have 8 sessions in total. I may try to condense everything so that we can finish early. 8 sessions means like um, a month, but if I can condense it, probably 2 months, then I can condense it so that we finish earlier on. So these sessions are based on a book, and this exact course I'm teaching, I taught this curriculum almost exactly here in the US. 3 different sessions. Okay, 3 different times. So I'm well familiar with the material. So that will make it easy for me to teach you and easier for you to understand because I'm familiar with the content very well. I will change. I have already changed it. I may try to condense some things, remove things, and all of that. But yeah, um, you can go through and read. The good thing, you don't need the book. It's based on a book, but you don't need the book at all. I will give you slides that are. You will have slides that are sufficient, and you will have Jupyter notebooks for the code and all of that. So you don't have to worry about the book with the slides and the notebook. You are good because the book is not free. Okay. So something is missing. I thought I added it from this page. Um, there are links already to our previous courses that you should go and start learning before our class on your own. You watch the recordings and you do. So I will stop sharing my screen and share again so that I can show you. Just a moment. So yeah.
Yeah.
So when
Also,
you come, okay,
oh no, just go on,
yeah,
Dr. Ibrahim.
yeah. So when you come to, I would still quickly brush over these things, but I would not spend time on it. Why? Because we already have guide for them. Okay. So when you come to the page I just shared, I do the Python 26, we have this section, initial setup, that is details, and that is the recordings. And if I'm not mistaken, the links are all already there. Yep. Hello, my name is Ben. This is whatever. The links are already there. Okay. So we have for all the links are already there. So you have to do this part on your own. Just read the details about it, and then there is a video recording of from last year. So do this part, initial setup, basic command line, properties, CMD, Git and GitHub. This will take you a bit of time. So you would do it concurrently while we are doing Python. But I think the one that is urgent is like probably VS Code for Python. We'll do some of these things so that it's not very difficult for you. But things like
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
Dr. Ibrahim. Also,
Uh-huh.
I want to check in here.
Mhm.
So just to let you know, as this Ryan is talking, basically today is just introduction, giving you the general idea of what we do, how the structure of the program is. So we do meet basically every Saturday and Sunday. I think at 2 o'clock. We do 1 hour, but maybe now, if time permit, if there's opportunity, we may extend to 2 hours. Also, Dr. Ibrahim made mention that we have different kind of setup for our program. The first thing we have is called setup and installation. This is what we have: set up and installation. That is the first part: set up and installation. So a set up and installation is basically getting ready, like to do data science, just get ready to computer what you need. The second part, what we are going to do is Python. We're going to teach you Python. So a lot of you might have experience with Python, but we do recognize that some of us that join us, maybe someone from biology, someone from chemistry, someone from economics. Those people, they don't have experience for Python programming. Some of us here that comes from computing or from engineering, you all have prior experience for Python programming. That doesn't mean actually to discourage you from join the start of the program, but it just to carry everyone. So the when we do installation setup, that's the first part. The second part is Python, where we'll teach people the skills needed to do in the second course, machine learning. So after Python, the next thing we are going to do is machine learning. Machine learning, you learn how to do that. Machine learning and data science. That's the first, machine learning fellowship. But when we conclude this and finish, we have other fellowships as well. So, for example, we have deep learning fellowship. In this fellowship, this is the beginning. In this fellowship, you are not going to do any deep learning. So we are going to do deep learning in the next fellowship. Another fellowship, when we finish deep learning, we do what is called natural language processing, where we do the natural language processing. So yeah, so that's how it is. I don't know. Also this year, maybe Dr. Ryan, the way it is structured, are we having only Python fellowship when we finish? Then we do the machine learning and data science fellowship, I guess, right? Is that correct, Dr. Ibrahim?
Yeah, we discussed that within the slide. I think,
Okay.
yeah, we discussed that.
Okay.
This, yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So I
Yeah.
think what we're gonna do. Can we go back to the this GitHub?
Hmm. Okay.
We are not. We cannot see your GitHub.
Yep. I will share. I have so many tabs open.
Okay, yeah. So thank you. So what we are going to do is, if you look at this one, the first one, set up an installation, set up an installation. This is something that we expect everyone to go on yourself, but to learn how to do this. So the first thing is initial setups. How can you install necessary equipment to work on data science, how to install Python whatsoever. We have something basic command, set up Git and everything. While we expect you to go through this to run to watch the recordings, we are going to have an office hour where we have some of our mentors here. They will come. If you have any issue, they will also do it from the beginning to the end. But when you watch the recording, you will now have experience. So we'll send you the calendar when the in-person like remote initial setup will work. Basic command line setup, Git and GitHub. We are gonna have all these things. But also while you are learning, if you have any question, you can post your question in the Discord. You remember we share a channel called Discord. Please, Abdul Jalil, share the link for our Discord. When you share the link for our Discord, people can join. You can ask questions. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Ibrahim. You can continue.
Yeah, so we are almost at the top of the hour, and that's actually all I have. I will just we can go beyond it. I can guess we have a bit of questions, so we are here to answer your questions. Siraju, go ahead. Are you able to unmute yourself, or do I need to? Um, I think you should be able to
Uh,
unmute yourself. Yep.
Good afternoon to you all. My questions is that as a biology graduate, I would like to know how can skill in machine learning position me to so many opportunities.
Okay. Thank you. Lukman, do you want to take
That is
that?
my question.
Okay. Okay, yes, I think I can answer that. So you mentioned that you are a biology graduate. So recently there was a there was an opportunity where they're looking at using AI in biology. Like there are a lot of opportunities now, and most fundamental researches involve like uh, at least basically data analysis, and then many of them involve like using AI, a lot of deep data science and the rest. Because when you look at biology, depending on which field you're actually interested in, molecular biology, genomics, a lot of things you just have to do computation. You can't just do them with just experiments. So you have to do computation alongside that. That's why there are a lot of opportunities in regarding learning, machine learning, and the rest, including AI. So there are a lot of using agentic AI and the rest. So like almost every field now has that component. So if you have, even let's say you're applying for graduate school opportunities and you don't know anything about data analysis, you don't know any programming language, I think it's going to be a disadvantage in this current age. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lukman. I call on Lukman to answer this because he is from similar background as you, and he's well familiar with these things. So where I did my postdoc, it's called the Institute for Experiential AI. We have everybody there, like they have everybody there from different fields, from biology, from all kind of natural sciences fields, because this everything now it's AI. We use AI in everything. Lukman gave example with genomics that has to do with GNA, DNA and gene whatever data, which is data, huge amounts of data. Humans can't understand them reasonably with the like in the amount of time that you can use AI to understand them, to model things and all of that. So whatever you do, whatever field you are, AI is used, and if you have machine learning skills, you definitely get positions. I was expecting when you said biology, your question would be about how you can learn, improve. I will show you all of that. But if in terms of application, it's applied anywhere, whatever kind of field of research you are, AI is being used, and especially in biology, like the natural sciences places, it's used a lot in genomics. You can read more on that. I don't know if we have a queuing
Okay,
system for.
thank you for this clarification. I really appreciate.
Yep. So Umar.
Just to add on top of that as well, now AI is not something really for computer science student or for engineering. So, for example, as well, just like Ibrahim gave an example, right now I am based at Imperial College London. And what we have right now, a new program, is called AI for Science. Yeah, it's just called AI for Science. So every science thing biochemistry, physics, everyone is there. It's just called AI for Science because now we understand that AI can be used across all the domains. Can be used for in physics, in chemistry, biology. In fact, AI can accelerate drug discovery. If I can remember, right now. DeepMind, new company, they come up with. I don't know if you know anybody know what you call AlphaFold. Uh, do you know AlphaFold? Um, yeah, so if you don't know AlphaFold or something, this is something that is used, for revealing protein structure, right? Protein structure, and this is basically AlphaFold. This is basically from we cannot understand this without biologies, without chemistry, and whatsoever. And this accelerate drug discovery and something like that. So just to let you know that. AI is now beneficial to everyone, but also don't get confused with normal AI where people will just have chat GPT, you go and do your learning AI. This is not what we are teaching in this cohort. We are not teaching you like how to use chat GPT or Cloud when we talk about AI, but we are teaching you the techniques, the approach, how to build those kind of tools, or data science, for example, how to manipulate data. Yeah. So AI is important for everyone, immaterial of where you are coming from. Yeah, thank you.
So, Umar, I saw your question. Is there anything to do with linear algebra or statistics? You know that those has something to do with data science. So, linear algebra and statistics are very beneficial and will help you, especially in data science, but it's not a requirement or a prerequisite for this course at all. As we have said, you doesn't have to be in those background. Yes, if you understand them, they are the foundations of data science, but with or without that knowledge, you should be able to understand and excel. So if that's your question, you can drop your hand. Amina.
Yes, good afternoon, sirs. I really appreciate all these motivations you've been putting out there. As you've seen, my name is Amina Ibrahim, and my background is public health. I have a master's in public health, but I want to really integrate data science into public health. I have so many solutions that I want to solve for public health, especially here in Nigeria, but I'm limited by not knowing the fact that I don't really have this experience of data science. I've been trying to learn Python itself coding by myself or join, let's say, some fellowship and cohort. But along the line, I'm unable to actually finish or fully understand what it's all about. So I came across this area data science and I decided to apply. And it's good to know that all this you're doing for us for free. And at the end of the day, we really don't need to have a background in, like you said, computer science to understand that we can have these skills and also move further. So my other question is after we are done with this, because I'm really optimistic after this is done, and I'm going to be a data scientist, inshallah. So after all this is done, what I want to confirm is, do you also probably in our group update us with maybe recruiters, people that want to recruit data science in our field, or do you give us like do you push us to opportunities as well, or is it that after we're done we have a project and that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me
Well,
answer. So, yeah, so let me just give, then you can add. That's a good one. So just to let you know, like for example, in our previous cohort, while we are even before we finish, nowadays you can even go online to become what do you call it? Um, uh, to work either as a machine learning or data science as a freelancer. So I could remember one of our fellow, I couldn't remember his name actually. He just shared with us while we are doing the fellowship that he registered in online freelancing website as a data scientist. He got his first $100 where he does some work as so what we do when we teach you the skills, because we don't have, in fact, right now, all of us, for example, the leads, we are not in Nigeria. What we basically do is when we see any opportunity, we share with you. In fact, we also had a session where we called that person, which is fellow, to teach other fellows how can you apply to that as a freelancer to work to get also work. So we also have that recorded. I think we will share with you guys, these fellows, to even understand how that works. But just to let you know that the more you learn, the more you engage in, as we give advice to engage in LinkedIn for some stuff, you will get connections. We also share opportunities. For example, as post MSc work and other opportunity we share with them. So the main idea here also to get connection, but also I just want to bring this attention to some of our fellows. Maybe someone may ask this question. Some of our previous fellowship, we do give money, I think, and internet data. I don't know if we also give money. Yeah. Remind me, we give money, I think, all right? But we do give internet data every month to fellows, just for them to participate, to learn more, to come. But unfortunately, this time around, we are not giving money because we don't have the money as well right now to share. But we do believe people that are here, you are here to learn. You are also, gonna dedicate your time to learn. So yeah, Dr. Ibrahim, if you want to add.
Yeah, because there is a related question, so I'll answer together. Bashir Habib has asked a related question, which is very interesting. Many people are already looking at what happens at the end. So part of the presentation, during my presentation, I made mention that at the end of this program, we would have a lot of seminars. So those part of them would be like how you put what you learn into practice. It will include where you can get positions, if possible, freelance and remote jobs. Unfortunately, now because of whatever, many of these are limited to people that are actually in Nigeria, but there are still places that you can apply whatever you learn. So we'll put that into practice. We will link you up with people in our connections that are looking for your expertise and all of that. I know people in population health have a lot of opportunities because of the massive amount of data collected across places, and then using data, usually it's data analysis to analyze that. So that is available, and this also answers Bashir's question. At the end, we'll have a lot of seminars towards the end about career things, all of that. So, yeah, that's part of what we
Yeah,
have. And
yeah,
then Abdul Muhaimin. So this is machine learning cohort or data science. So Python is just a rider because we realize you can't understand machine learning or data science without Python. So naturally, the moment we finish Python, we go to machine learning, then data science. NLP is a different cohort. It's a different fellowship. You have to apply for it, and it usually comes after you complete a different cohort, which is the deep learning cohort. Shamsina has said this. So now what you're finishing is the machine learning data science cohort, which you will learn from Python machine learning data science. If you are done, you completed, then you can apply for the deep learning. If you finish the deep learning, you can apply the NLP cohort. Thank you for that question. We
yeah.
don't. Yeah.
Let me just somebody was asking, do we have data? So previously, as I said, we do give like 10,000 per month to our fellows. So each fellow, we give 10,000 per fellow, and we also give data, like I think 10 gig or 20 gig data. But that moment, we have some money, but now we don't have the money to give. So in this cohort, we are not given any money, and we are not given any data, and we are not asking anyone to give us money. So yeah, so we are not asking you to give us money, and we are not giving you money as well. We are not giving you data, but we are giving you our one of the most precious stuff that is much more than money, which is our time. So I think this is the things we brought to this fellowship. We brought our expertise. Yeah, we are experts in AI. We do have PhD in AI. We publish. We are recognized worldwide. So I do believe we bring something much more than money to bring to the community. And I also know that you will appreciate what we are going to give you. But I'm afraid that we are not given data and money. I'm sorry for that. So yeah, thank you.
I mean, now you still raise up your hand. Do you have a different question? So maybe no. So
No,
I don't see.
can you
Okay,
hear me? Can
go
you hear
ahead.
me, sir?
Yep.
Okay, it's not really a question, but it's more like a plea or request. So what I wanted to confirm is you made mention of us having classes on Saturday by 2 and Sunday by 2, right?
Yep. Usually that's how the time. Yep.
Yes, and you said, and along the line when you were making your presentation, that it's not like we're going to follow up this the routine as it is. You can tweak it. That was what you said from the beginning.
No, no,
You
no.
gave a
I said,
roadmap.
yeah, yeah. I said all things being equal, it's going to be, but if anything comes, we may change. But usually that's what we are going to follow.
Uh-huh. So now sticking to the fact that you said something may change. So
Mhm.
what I wanted to confirm is there a way for us to have it like 3 times a week?
Come again?
Is there a way for us to have this class like 3 times a week?
Oh, 3 times a week, not two. Why? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Usually we have it over the weekends because we all have full-time jobs. So the only way we can, and for many of the fellows also are students, so the only time that we are able to do it is over the weekend. So we kill the things that we, some of the things we do during the weekends to have these classes over the weekends. Occasionally, I think we can have like office hours led by mentors, maybe within the week. So there may be activities within the week, but
Oh,
usually we have the sessions over the weekends because during the week many of us are very busy, and I'm sure many of the fellows also have jobs or are students doing within the week, so it becomes a bit difficult to do that.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Mhm. I'm seeing many questions, so like I will take last two questions, then all questions can go through Discord, and Nuruddin, go ahead with a question. You can after that, then probably the questions can come during the in on Discord. Nuruddin.
Good afternoon, sir.
Mm-hmm. Go
Okay,
ahead.
sir. My question is, I don't know whether if I've came to the meeting not early. I don't know how you are going to place us under the mentors. How are we going to know our mentors? So that's basically my question.
Yeah, we haven't discussed that. That will be communicated later as we move in, because this is just onboarding introduction to tell you what to expect, not that we're doing everything right away. So I would answer Imran's question that is on chat, and I think it's the last question because there is no any hand raised up. And then if you have any question, you can pass it to the in Discord. And as I've said, we have many people that you can contact directly, but Bala is one of our program managers, and you can reach out to him. Okay, so Mustafa, type in your question. Imran, like you are asking if you can switch from chemistry to um, computer science. Theoretically, that's possible, but I don't want to talk about it from how it affects your career. I think it's something that you have to discuss with people in chemistry, people, because I don't necessarily think you need to change to do your master's completely. Um, what do you mean? Field from from chemistry to computer science, all of that. I think you can have um, you can have the skills and focus on applications of AI in chemistry. But theoretically, yes, you can do a master's in chemistry. Maybe not in Nigeria, but in some other countries, they do allow you to do your master's in chemistry, even in computer science, even though when your bachelor's degree is in chemistry. I think even in Nigeria, if you do a postgraduate diploma in chemistry, you should be able to do, sorry, postgraduate diploma in computer science, you should be able to do MSc in chemistry. So, Kamis, you
Yeah.
said you want to ask Dr. Shamsuddin. Is it something you can ask here, or you just send him an email or message
So
via Discord?
let me
Sure.
also add, so in Nigeria, we have some limitations about, if you do your bachelor, you cannot switch, you need to do postgraduate. But if you happen to find yourself, outside Nigeria, you can go to any course you like. For example, if you study medicine, you can become computer science. You can come back and become computational stuff. If, for example, you study biochemistry, biology, whatsoever, you can become, computational biologist or whatsoever in computing. So for example, for me, when I was doing my master's in University of Manchester, I did a course called computational biology. So computational biology is kind of biology, but people that have computing background or people interest in doing biology computationally, how to do protein whatsoever, and that's something computing. So the best thing is use your own background to do something computational. For example, computational physics or even physics. Here in Nigeria is something theoretical, but if you go outside Nigeria, you can do a lot of things. It's become computation. Everything now is computer, using computer, using machine learning, using AI. So yeah, you can switch to from your basic and literal chemistry that we do have in Nigeria to something that involve computation. Yeah. I need to ask that Shamsuddin. Yes, Kamis, ask you a question. We can hear you. Ahmad
Good
Kamis,
afternoon, sir.
yes, afternoon.
Sir, please, I want to ask, I did my MSc in computer science and my research was on computer vision. So, but recently I developed interest in NLP because of the work I see you people are doing at LinkedIn. And also, that's why I wanted to join this program in order to learn the technical aspect. And also, is it easy to switch? And also, my second question is, I was discussing with a person, he said that like there is no work much left to be done in the area of NLP if I'm not working with people like you and that are the big names that maybe I might not do any relevant work, like all of the research has been done.
Yeah, so just
Is it
to
true, sir?
no, not that's not true. There are a lot of work, and we are not big people to know. Just to start, we are also students. We are always learning. That's not true to say we are big people, right? We are also learning. But there are a lot of opportunity, open research that you can explore. But as you said, you already have experience, computer vision. You already have experience in a way. For example, for Python, I think if you already have those kind of experience, the best cohort for you is also our NLP cohort, where we finish already, but we'll start soon again another new cohort. But if you also have some kind of your Python or your machine learning is rusty, you can still join this course to refresh them. And when we move to that course. But yeah, just to answer your question direct, there are many, many more opportunities in NLP. Every day, new research is coming. So you can switch from computer vision to do machine to do NLP. But also there is a way you can integrate your computer vision to NLP. We have what we call multimodal. Multimodal is where you use your experience for vision and also NLP or whatsoever, different kind of approach. So yeah, you can switch to whatever domain you want. Thank you.
So to round up, James, on your question, I believe our NLP, we have the page and the recording, so you can just go and watch it and learn independently before the new cohort if you want to go into that. But I want to set this clear because it has been going on, and unfortunately, sometimes even some lecturers tell students that everything has been done in NLP. So I would rather say nothing has been done. Uh, don't listen. Like, the opportunities are more than what has been done. Yes, we've done a significant amount of work, but if you compare to open problems, there are much more. So sometimes even supervisors tell students everything has been done in NLP, done whatever. I don't know why that's going on. It's because of lack of knowledge. But whatever we've done is not comparable to what hasn't been done. So you can just say that has been or something like that. Okay, so there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of open research questions, even in English language, let alone in low resource languages. But every day there is continued interest. It's just when you have the expertise and experience to find out what to do. I don't see any hands up or any question. So I'll assume that nothing has been done. I think we are at the end, but it's good if anybody among our mentors wants to say anything. Maybe you can get a few seconds. Babangida is here, or anybody, if you want to have a few words to the fellows or you want to contribute. Babangida is here. I don't know if Awoker
I
is
have
here.
a few words. I have a few words. Please, if you haven't joined our Discord, please join Discord. Discord is where we will just be sharing some information, sharing update. Discord is just like WhatsApp, but it's more advanced than WhatsApp. So please do join. The link for the Discord has been put in the chat. Please join that. If not, you will miss some information and more details. So please join the Discord. Okay, that's from me.
Yeah, anybody wants to add anything? Babangida or anybody?
No, sir, I don't have anything to add. I've already said it all.
Okay, thank you. Anybody wants to, like, among our previous mentors or anything you want to contribute?
Hello, can I say something?
Go ahead, Muhammad.
Hello, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yes, yes.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. I just want to express my sincere
So we lost you, Muhammad, due to network. You have network glitch. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Every other information will come through the Discord channel, so please don't forget to join. Bala has been very active on chat.
gratitude for your unwavering God bless your effort and your life. All these things that you have outlined.
Assalamu alaikum. Go.
So thank you, everyone.
I disconnected earlier.
So do enjoy your time and enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
Hello.